Allow me to ask you a question. Have you ever played with one of those tamagotchi things? You know, the ones where they'd squeak or chirp or whatever, and you'd have to feed it or give it water or play with it just to get it to shut up? Well, it doesn't matter what you just said because I didn't hear it. Anyway, to explain the basic plot of this game that I'm about to review, let me just call up a guy I know. Hey, chick.
Hello fellas, it's me, Gals Domesticus Homo sapien adolescent. Playtime with Percy is a 5 Nights at Freddy's fan game based around, well, playtime. Instead of 6 AM, you have to take care of this whole thing in order to properly beat the night. Sounds simple, right? Wrong! Now, the whole plot is simple. Our main character, Nick, is working at a neat little establishment called Percy's Playhouse before the whole thing gets demolished. In typical FNAF format, you have to survive against really scary animatronics. So, the cat will go through each night in brief little segments to properly explain how this game works.
Well, that was weird. And I have a hole in my wall now. Anyway, welcome to your first shift. Night 1 is very simple, and about as simple as this game gets. Counting the duties of your pal Percy, you have 3 things to tend to, but really only 2 animatronics to deal with. Both of these characters are extremely similar, so I'll just be reading off how they work from the custom night, or in this case, custom hour menu. Charlie Cat will make his way to your office through the vent ducts, located to your left and right respectively. When he appears, put the pal Percy or pal boy, your camera system, down, and wait until he leaves. As for the other one, Mother Moose will make her way to your office through the same vent ducts. When she appears, keep the pal Percy or pal boy up and wait until she leaves. Like I said, absurdly easy. 30 microgames on your pal Percy later and you've completed the first shift. However, you're not entirely done yet. The post-night task this time around is to just auction off the animatronics. This place is getting demolished after all, but it's not that simple. Remember that guy from earlier, Charlie Cat? Yeah, well, he's hunting you during this. Well, not exactly hunting, actually. All he really does is walk by your desk every once in a while. You just have to hide under the desk, and that's pretty much it. Anyway, night 2. I'm not going to bother with the transition this time around. Night 2 features 3 animatronics this time. The 2 from earlier, Charlie Cat and Mother Moose. But a new character has also joined the fray. Farmer Felix. Jeez, this game really just loves its naming like that, huh? I'm gonna go back to the custom hour one for this again. Farmer Felix will walk from the right side to the left side of your office. Depending on his eye color, switch the Simon Says machine to match his eyes before he shuts off the power. Now, you might be asking yourself, what is the Simon Says machine? And that's a good question. See, you might notice this machine right here in the corner. This is the Simon Says machine. All you gotta do is click whichever color that Farmer Felix's eyes... I don't know. Basically, long story short, just match the color of his eyes. Unless you're colorblind. I think they have a mode for that, though. Oh, and by the way, there's 35 tasks this time. 1 shift later, and it's on to the post-night for night 2. Instead of being productive this time around, we're playing Galaga. That's right, folks, we're playing Galaga. Well, not technically, actually. It's called Attack of the Space Dogs, but it's pretty much Galaga if Galaga was widescreen. The threat this time around is Mother Moose, who will appear behind you every now and then with a very clear audio cue. Turn around and flash her with your flash beacon when you hear said audio cue, and she'll leave you alone. Pretty simple stuff. On to night 3. You know, I don't think it's a coincidence that the main character of the bunch only starts appearing during night 3, because it happens in FNAF 1 as well. But I digress. Like I said moments ago, the main character of the bunch now joins the roster. You know the deal by now. Custom hour description. Percy Poodle emerges from the left and makes his way to the door on the right. When he starts banging on the door, hold it shut to back him down. Pretty simple as well. I don't think I died during my playthrough of this night, actually. Regardless, at the end of the night, the power strangely goes off, which plays into your post-night task. Now, is there one more thing I'm forgetting? Oh, that's right! These little guys. These are the playful poodles. Tim, Tat, and Tot. They're simple enough to deal with. Tim will appear on one of the cameras. All you have to do is stare at him to make him go away before he cuts power to your pal boy. And Tot will occasionally just open the door for some reason. I don't really know why she does this. Matter of fact, I don't even know if you die from that. And Cat, I don't know what he does. Maybe he does something and I'm just not remembering it. Anyway, post-night task is repairing the power by doing microgames. Jeez, who designed this system? The microgames are simple. Dodge bullets while you're in a maze, collect energy in a maze, solving a block puzzle, and a maze. Jeez, does this game love its mazes. The threat this time is Rowan Rat. He'll appear in one of the tunnels behind you, and all you have to do is just use your flashlight to get him to go away. Once again, pretty simple stuff. Just get good at the microgames, use your flashlight, and you'll be fine. However, after completing the task this time around, you don't go to the next night, you get a cutscene. This cutscene is very simple. Nick finds a disc on the floor, and playing it reveals that the pal Percys were recalled for some reason. Just a bit of lore, I suppose. Definitely won't be important later. Yeah, not important at all. Night 4 introduces one new threat, Rowan Rat. And if I had a nickel for every time I died to this little fuck... Rowan Rat will go underground, and to any of the 4 corners of the building. Locate what room he'll be in with the Pal Boy radar, which is a new tool, by the way, specifically introduced for this night. And use the shocker when the room detects his presence. Long story short, I hate this guy. And I want him dead. One painful night later, Felix, trips on air. Dumbass. Your post-night task this time is just repairing Felix. Oh, and you also have to occasionally click the playful poodles away. Pretty simple. Reminds me of the Funtime Freddy sister location salvage thing or whatever it was. I don't remember. Anyway, there are no new threats during Night 5 to survive. However, your post-night this time is repairing Percy Poodle so that he's all ready when he's auctioned off. Everyone else got repaired except for him, apparently. Wait a minute, what the hell is up with Rowan, then? Never mind that. A few mini-games, and you get to the third layer of Percy's battery. However, when Nick tries to fix it, it kinda starts smoking. Nick, however, has a plan, and uses the battery from the pal Percy, which works perfectly. Roll credits, my friends, because we are done here! Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, so I think I'm just gonna let these credits play out. Nope, the game isn't over just yet. But before we get to the final level, allow me to slip into something a little bit more comfortable. Welcome to the final boss fight. The boss fight of all boss fights, as one could say. No, wait, that's a horrible analogy. Anyway, this boss fight puts you up against Pal. Pal is an amalgamation of Percy Poodle and your pal Percy, who's gone full Monica Doki Doki Literature Club on Nick and won't let him leave just yet. Also, I just want to add that the music during this part is peak as fuck. Hats off to the composers, by the way. After ending up in the storage room for Percy's Playhouse, Nick finds an early model Pal, where you have to do 25 of this one's microgames 5 times to stop Pal, or 125 microgames. The 3 minigames this time around are matching shapes, fishing, and a maze. Fucking hell! What is it with the mazes in this game? This fight is, well, a boss fight. I said that like a minute ago. For Phase 1, you go against Pal and only Pal. Just find the item he wants on the cameras and you'll be fine and dandy. Phase 2 introduces the Tamagotchi, who will come up every now and then to bang on your left or right wall. Utilizing these office cards, hold one up to the wall, banging on until it goes away. This phase also introduces the Brutes, Tim and Tom. They'll just appear in front of the carts every now and then. Run them over.
Now they ain't believing me, but every day when I drive home from work, one of these neighbor boys throw 'em at me and I'm going to catch him. There he is right now. God damn.
That's literally it. For Phase 3, Pal uses the same tactic Percy used back before he got infested and will come up and bang on this central door. Just lock it like he did with Percy a little while ago until he goes away. Phase 4 now has these stupid things, the tamagotchis. They'll come from the ceiling and gradually appear on your screen. Send them away by holding click on them and flicking them away. Be sure to check the left and right edges of your screen, by the way. I once almost beat the game, but unfortunately, I got killed by one of them who was sitting in the corner. Phase 5 will have Pal Percy himself occasionally come down from the ceiling to make you play a classic game of, oh, which cup is the ball under? Just click the right cup and it'll go away. Although he might be a little bit pissed if you win. Outlast Pal and you'll win. The final cutscene shows Nick standing up to Pal, only for him to almost get folded like a wussy. But yet, despite that, a fucking wrecking ball comes out of nowhere to smash his Percy Poodle vessel out of the way, which makes the Pal Percy lose control of his vessel. Nick leaves him in the rubble. Roll credits. And that, my friends, wraps up Playtime with Percy. For real this time. And my oh my, what a game it was. This has to be one of my favorite FNAF fan games I've played of all time. Everything from the art to the mechanics to the music were all absolutely peak. Hats off to all the developers, and I 100% will be playing Playtime with Percy 2 when it comes out. Yep, I just found out that's happening as of writing the script. With that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!